When the verse says, my Lord and my God, who was Thomas speaking to? The verse literally says,
all praises to the Most High, acknowledgement to the earthly mother who is wisdom, whom some call Sophia, and our brother Yahweh Shai. Once again, we have another Blassel Christian who thinks he really understands the word, but it's obvious that he's not smart enough to reason out a matter. So they love running to John 20:28 out of context. So let's just break it down and explain it correctly. And Thomas answered and said unto him, my Lord and my God. Oh, it literally says Lord and my God. That must mean that Yahweh Shai, he's the Most High. Wrong. Now, this is how the heathens like to play with the text. The word Lord and the word God, the first letters of each shouldn't be capitalized. Now, this is what they did. Now, we know Lord means, correctly, it means Baal. I really don't like to use that word, but these Christians are base, so we're going to have to lower it to keep it on their understanding, on their level. So in this context, Lord means master, and God means ruler or judge. It doesn't mean the Almighty. Now let's prove that. Let's go to Genesis 18, verse 12. Therefore Sarah laughed within herself, saying, am I waxed old? Shall I have pleasure, my Lord, being old also? Now she's speaking to her husband Abraham. Is she calling her husband the Most High? Now in Genesis 18:12, they have Lord with a small L. It's not capitalized. Now if we go to 1 Peter 3:6, it gives the exact same sentiments. Even as Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord, small L, whose daughters ye are, as long as ye do well, and are not afraid with any amazement. These people don't understand that when you see God, it means judge and rulers. It doesn't always mean the Most High. Let's prove that. Exodus 22:28. Thou shalt not revile the gods, nor curse the ruler of thy people. This is referring to the judges of Israel, who are the rulers, who are the judges. Now let's prove that by lining that up with Psalms 82. And we'll read from verses 1 to 6. A psalm of Asaph. The Most High standeth in the congregation of the mighty. He judgeth amongst the gods. How long will ye judge unjustly and accept the persons of the wicked? Selah. So the Most High, he's rebuking the gods, the Israelites, for judging unjustly. Now let's go to verse 3. Defend the poor and fatherless. Do justice to the afflicted and needy. Deliver the poor and needy. Rid them out of the hand of the wicked. They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course. Now verse 6, it drives the point home. I have said, now this is the Most High speaking, I have said, ye are gods, small g, and all of you are children of the Most High. Now, to prove John 20:28, God should be lowercase g, Thomas is referring to Yahushai Hamashiach as a ruler or a judge. Let's bring out some more precepts. Now, this is the Messiah defined as a judge. John 5:27, and have given him authority to execute judgment also, because he is the Son of Man. Acts 10:42, and he commanded us to preach unto the people and testify that it is he which was ordained of the Most High to be the judge of the quick and dead. So the Most High is ordaining the Messiah and those who preach amongst the people to be judges, gods, lowercase g. Let's go to Acts 17:31. Because he have appointed a day in which he will judge the world in righteousness by that man whom he have ordained. Let's go to 2 Timothy 4:1. I charge thee therefore before the Most High, that Yahushai Hamashiach, who shall judge the quick and the dead at his appearing and his kingdom. Let's go to 2 Corinthians 5:10. For we must all appear before the judgment seat of Hamashiach. So once again, John 20:28, when Thomas is calling Yahushai God, he's calling him a judge or ruler. Now let's go to more scriptures. Matthew 2:6, and this is quoting Micah 5:2. And thou, Bethlehem, in the land of Judah, art not the least among the princes of Judah, for out of thee shall come a governor that shall rule my people Israel. Let's go to Luke 1:33. And he shall reign over the house of Jacob forever, and of his kingdom there shall be no end. Rule over. He's a judge. Revelation 1:5. And from Yahushai Hamashiach, who is the faithful witness, the prince of the kings of the earth. The kings rule. Revelation 2:27, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron. Revelation 12:5, and she brought forth a man-child who was to rule all nations with a rod of iron. Revelation 19:15-16, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron. And he shall rule them with a rod of iron. And he have on his vesture and on his thigh a name written, King of Kings, and Lord of Lords. So he's not calling his brother Yahushai the Most High. And I love Revelation 19:15-6. When you actually get a visual of it, Yahushai on his clothing, on his thigh, he had written King of Kings and Lord of Lords. I know that was a brother. He had style. He was wearing custom gear. Now, if you keep watching this video, guess who they're going to show? Sweet white Jesus. That's their God, small g, their idol. That's not our Elohim. Our Elohim is the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. All praises to the Most High. Shalom.